to the serenity of nature. How did that transition influence your work, and how do you reflect the journey in nature's mysteries?
I am same as kids, believe me, I play. You know, sometimes I am a mirror of the reality. To be an artist and painter, you have to be kid. Somehow you have to be a kid. You know, all kids they are free. Sometimes I try, even in 67 years old guy, I try to be a kid. And if you keep this childhood, you can create. Otherwise, nothing happens. So, to shift, it's happened naturally. Because, you know, I was isolated, I shifted from the disaster and the reality and the chaos to calm because, you know, it happened naturally during the COVID-19, and I was isolated, and I thought I felt more connected to the nature. You know, I had a chance to walk in nature, see the trees, see the flowers, see the beaches. 1 year, I just isolated from the society. I don't think about anything about the politics and social. So, you know, in isolation time, I felt connected, and nature became a way of, for me, to healing and find the peace.
So you've mentioned isolation and nature. So this series is, to the best of my understanding, it's the first time you've focused so deeply on nature. What explored you to really dive into this theme, and how did your experiences during the pandemic essentially shape your connection to it?
You know, as I said, I shift to the nature because the nature become a way for me to find healing and the peace. And when I walk to the nature, I connected to the details. And I just thinking about, always was a big question for me, how this geometrical pattern, how this color comes from the clay. You know, it was always a question for me. Is there any kind of wisdom inside of the soil and clay? Because I was very interested to go and find this shape and this geometric form come from where? Come from which kind of wisdom? This color, this smell, this shape, this, and different. So is there any kind of wisdom inside of the clay? So it was a big question. Still there is a question. So I don't know, but it was a very important point, and still I follow this to find to answer to the question, what is the wisdom behind of any smallest atom and point in the material in nature? So still I continue to find this and try to present this in an abstract vision and the construction vision.
That sounds both meditative and poetic, really, doesn't it? And you know, to be honest, I find that your style combines abstract expressionism with poetic elements. So they're often drawing on intuitive and meditative practices. How do you balance those influences while still letting each piece tell its own story and also allowing the viewer to find their space in it?
I just want to use a quote of a Rumi, says there is an artist inside of you. Say quickly yes to it. there is an artist inside of all of us. And this is a quote from Rumi. There is an artist inside of you. Say yes quickly, because it is beginning from the before beginning of the universe. So if we yes to the artist inside of us, then we are able to open 3 eyes. We have 3 eyes. As a human being, we have this ability actually to open 3 eyes. One eye is this one on the face. One eye is the eyes of imagination. Okay, in Persian we say alam khiyal, imaginary. Yeah? So, if we are able to open 3 eyes, this one is a feeling everybody can use. And some people are able to see more details and use these eyes in better way. Another eyes is we call second eyes, as Rumi said, is imagination. Imagination is a power of human being. And the third eyes, intuition. Intuition, we call shuhud. So, if we are able to activate 3 eyes, then I try to activate. You know, it was my journey to follow the Rumi, to activate and to see the artist inside of me. If you look at the Persian carpet, for example, Persian carpet is not a copy of nature. It's an intuition of nature and present as a new form of nature, but not in realistic way. Is intuition. So the nature and human become together, create a new form we call Persian carpet. I try to follow the same route.
It's beautiful. Thank you. For those considering bringing one of your pieces into their home and saying yes quickly, what do you hope they'll discover in your work over time? Is there a particular feeling or experience that you hope to convey?
Because, yes, all this visual element just in one onion, yes? Over the apple, the color, and the harmony in apple. So, my painting is same as that. If you look at this world, you will see the layers. You will see the balance and harmony. Okay? I add myself to the nature. So it's a capturing of visual principles, which is the most important things in nature. To achieve a contrast with the harmony is not easy job. So you feel the harmony in the color, at the same time you feel the focal point, you feel the balance, and all this takes time. You know, I try my best, and I hope the audiences and the collector, they see this window and have more attention to the visual principle, also to feel the same calm and the peace in their home.
It's wonderful. Nasser, thank you so much for opening a window to your work, giving us a glimpse of your creative world and the stories behind them. It's beautiful. And for someone who apparently communicates visually, I think he's done awfully well verbally as well, wouldn't you? So please, let's give him a really awesome. I'm going to remind you that Audrey, Josh, and Belinda are here on the floor, and they are very, very happy to help you to say yes quickly. I want you to enjoy exploring this exhibition, And I really do hope that you find a piece that not only captivates your heart, but also finds a special place in your home, because this work is extremely special. Thank you all. Cheers, and enjoy the rest of your evening.